You're present last class, right? Yeah,
Yes,
tell
sir.
me.
Yes, sir, present.
So what are the different types of stresses? Anyone?
Sir, compression,
Ten,
shear,
tensile, sir.
bending,
Okay, compression, tension, shear, bending.
shear, bending. That's all,
Uh,
sir.
this compression and tension is available both for shear, I mean bending as well as one more stress, right? What is that? Bending stress can be both tensile and compressive stress, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there is some other stress which name for the stress when it acts along the axis of the component. What is the name of that stress? Did you understand the question?
Torsion, sir.
What is the name of the stress? Right. If it act along the axis of the component. This is the axis, right? Along the axis, if the load is acting, what is the stress produced? Have you do you
Neutral
remember
axis.
the word axial stress?
Neutral axis, sir.
Internal stress.
Neutral axis, sir.
No. See, neutral axis and all will come only for bending stress. Now the question is, if the load is acting along the axis of the component, what is the type of stress produced? Anybody else?
Tensile.
Axial.
Tensile.
Axle.
Tensile compressive is nature. Again, I'm
Axial
telling
stress.
axial stress. Yes.
Axial.
So the different types of stress. If anybody asks you, don't tell tensile stress, compressive stress, and all. That is the nature of stress. Understand? So the answers for that question will be axial stress, bending stress, and shear stress. Stay. Because tensile stress, compressive stress, if you just tell, even bending stress also have tensile as well as compression on the same component, right? So don't ever tell that tensile stress is a type of stress. No, it is tensile and tension and compression is the nature of stress. But type of stress andre you have to tell axial stress because the load is acting on the along the axis of the component. Bending stress, when the bending stress will be encountered, when does a bending stress is produced? Any idea? Axial stress andre if the load is acting
On
along the
point load.
axis. No. This is also point load. Can you see the arrow on the screen? Now, here it is a point load. It is acting along the axis, so we call this as axial stress, alva.
When the load acts on the free ends.
Means, in clearly, if you tell, if you want to tell,
Perpendicular to axis.
no. That is also possible. But
Sir, when there is
the
large load on the particular point.
if it is displaced from the axis, that is the correct answer. Gottaita? If the load is displaced away from the axis at some distance, then obviously the second type of stress called as bending stress will come into picture. Okay, so that sort of loading we call it as eccentric loading. Did you understand? So bending stress is produced only during eccentric loading, right? In any component means the load, the line of action of load will be displaced at a distance from the axis of the component. Did you understand? So this is about the second type of stress. Then the third type which you told is shear stress. Shear stress andre it is produced in two ways. One, due to opposite oppositely acting force on the same component which may produce a couple, or which will the tendency of the force will be to slice the component, right? That we call as shear stress. There is something called as torsional shear stress. So when it will be produced torsional shear stress? What is torsion? Anybody? You derived some equations and all in mechanics of materials, right? T by J is equal to C theta by L by E by R. And even you did some torsion test in strength of materials lab. So torsion andre ಏನು?
Twisting moment.
Twisting moment. Yes. So if the shaft is twisted in opposite by a moment, right? Moment means rotational moment in equal and opposite direction, then a twist is produced, which will result in the production of some stress inside the material. That type of stress we call as torsional shear stress, which is represented by tau only. Got it? So depending upon, if you see all these three things, axial stress, bending stress, or shear stress, we will name them according to the load, the nature of the load which is acting on the component. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ?
Yes, sir.
So nobody
Yes,
will
sir.
tell you that in this component this is the shear stress, this shear stress is produced, or nobody will tell that in this component bending stress is produced. Nobody will tell. You only have to find out the type of stress which is produced inside the component by yourself. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ just I now gave the clue. You see the nature of the load. Depending on the nature of the load, you categorize whether it is axial stress or bending stress or shear stress. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ first point? Now, stress ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? What is the mathematical expression for stress?
Load by area.
Load by area.
Yes,
Force by area.
load by area
by
or
area.
force by area. Now, in the same component, let us see this numerical 2 only as example. See the diagram. You have the force 60 kilonewton alva. Now, what is the nature of this force?
Tensile, sir.
Tensile.
So obviously the stress produced will be tensile in nature. There is no way of getting compressive stress. Okay. Now, is there any load acting away from the displacement? Sorry, away from the axis?
No, sir. It's
No.
all
On the
axial.
load, say that same load is acting along the axis only. So the bending stress concept is ruled out. In this, only one stress will be produced, and there is a name for this stress which is axial stress, or there is one more name called a direct stress. Means it is directly acting on the axis of the component. So this any component, any load which is acting along the axis, that stress produced due to that force along the axis we call it as direct stress. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? So the force produced here is going to be direct stress. Sorry, stress produced is going to be direct stress, and is tensile in nature. And you told me that stress is equal to force per area. Force andre 60 ಇದೆ, area andre how to calculate? So here they are given two sections. Section 1 along this here, and whose cross section is shown here. Section 2 along this connecting road I. This section is shown here. Now, whether the stress values will be same?
No, the area is different.
Yes, the area is different. So area is a parameter which will influence only the magnitude of the stress. But does the nature of stress will vary?
No.
No, both will be
sir.
tensile only. Both will be direct tensile in nature only, whether it is at section 1 or section 2. The stress nature will be tensile, but the magnitude of the stress produced will be different because the area is different. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you only have to tell me what is the question they are asking. This link is transmitting a load of 60 kilonewton. Determine the stress at link 1122. How to calculate? At section 11, right? We have direct stress at section 11, tensile in nature, which is equal to force per area. So 60,000 divided by area of section 11 is 60 into 30 or 30 into 60, B into H. We got 33.33 Newton per mm square. Did you understand at section 11?
Yes, sir.
Now, at section 2, the material is present only at the shaded portion, right? So the area will be, thickness is same. That is the width is same. B is same. Only the h is varying, right? So it will be 90 into 30 minus 50 into 30. From this total section, if you minus the central hollow portion, whatever is the remaining area, those area only the stress will act. Am I right? That is why I have written at section 2 stress is equal to 60,000 divided by total 90 into 30 minus 50 into 30, which is equal to 50 Newton per mm square. Any doubt in this problem? So do one thing. You have notebook with you?
Yes, sir.
Copy down this. I'll give you 5 minutes time. Draw roughly the diagram and copy down this. Then only you'll remember next class. Else, whatever you see, like movie you will remember. Design class you will forget. So make it fast. 5 minutes time.
Sir, you'll share the notes, sir. You'll share the PDF, sir.
Everything I'll share, but that won't be equal to live class. Yes or no?
Yes.
Just roughly you go right. Don't need neatly and roughly you write. Shall I move on to next?
Sir,
Shall we move on to next?
sir.
Fine.
Excuse me, sir.
Make it one. Make it fast.
Sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in the section 2, that thing is like sphere, no, sir? Like circular, it's kind of donut, no, sir? It's kind of donut, no, sir?
If it is a concentric ring-like thing, right? Does it mean
Yeah.
that you can make ring only using round wire or not using square wire? Remember, this is the cross section. Means if you cut and so you see that cut section from the front, the cross section is going to be this.
Yes, sir, but we have determined the area how we determine for the rectangular bar, sir.
Cross section. If you cut that, the cross section is like this, no?
Yeah.
Then it will be like thickness into height.
But for circle and all, we use different formula for area, no, sir. What if we
See,
do that?
again I am telling, if they mentioned this cross section as phi, then it is entirely different case. Here, you are made the connecting rod using a square cross section and wounded like this. Cross section andre, if you cut this along the section 2 and view from this side.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
this circle demands actually if you are without cutting, if you are viewing this from the top, it is actually the cross section from the top. Yes
Yeah.
or no?
Yes,
so
sir.
that is applicable only if this load is acting towards you.
Okay.
Right, towards you if it is acting. Let us imagine this is a cylinder. At the center the load is acting and it is directed towards you. Then the perpendicular plane for that particular load is going to be the circle.
Sir, but if it was like rectangular thing also, then also the area will be same, no, sir?
Huh?
If the circular donut thing was like kind of rectangular thing, then if we cut
No. Because if the cross section is circle, then here you will use pi by 4 d square. Cut sectional view you have to see.
Yes, a cut sectional view of rectangular thing also will be the same thing which is drawn in the second diagram, no, sir.
How?
If we draw a rectangular like thing, then the cut sectional thing will also look like the sectional 2 which
If
is
the
like
rectangular thing, if you made using a round wire, right, then if you cut that section and see from the behind, it will view as a circle, right?
I didn't get you, sir.
I'm talking about the cross section. Means the shape is like this, but
Yeah.
it is made using the cross section rectangle.
Okay.
Ah,
Yes,
are
yes.
you able to
Got-
understand?
yes.
Mm. That is why I'm
Sir,
putting
his
like this.
point was
Huh?
if this round thing was square, then will it be the same?
Same only. Unless and otherwise they mention the cross section is going to be a round. Means if it is, how do you find whether the cross section is a rounded one from the diagram? They will mention the parameters in terms of diameter. Matlab, the cut sectional view, if they mention here like 520, means then we can understand this is going to be a circle. Wait, you people are more confused. Wait, I'll show you. Okay, I'll do one thing. Here only I'll draw and show you. Let us imagine this is a shaft. But to you, how it is viewing? To you, it is in the form of rectangle, right? Can you see the screen?
Yeah, sir.
Can you see whichever I'm changing, you are able to see, no? As of now, you don't know whether the cross section is going to be circle or rectangle, right? Because it is going to be a two-dimensional figure. Now, what I will do is, I'll insert something like this inside, and I'll tell that this is the cross section. This is the cut sectional view, right? Along this side, if I cut. Now, along this side, if I am cutting, I am telling the view for the cut section is going to be a circle. In this case, you told right pi by 4 d square. That will apply here. Why?
Because it's mentioned circle.
You mentioned circle. Now I will ask you the same question which you asked me. Why is a circle? This is a rectangle, no?
The cross sectional is circle.
Then here same thing, no? The cross section is actually rectangle, but you are telling her, sir, this circle is there, you should apply diameter. Yes or no?
Got it, sir. Got it.
Got it, right? So cross sectional thing is different and the geometry is different. Always now if you see here, cross section is circle, but if you see from the here, you have actually length and actually thickness is there, no?
Yes.
Then you should apply B into H. Why I am putting pi by 4 d square? So that depends upon the cross section. Andre, your load is there, no? What is that? Some load is acting here, right? So that is acting like this. Is acting. This circle at the end will be like this, right? So that load is acting at the center of circle in this way. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ?
Yes, sir.
So what is the stress produced in this component which I just drawn here?
Point load. No.
No, load, you leave it. Only
Stress
one
is
load, point load. What is the stress produced? Let us imagine it is producing around some force value is around some, let us say 5 kilonewton. 5 kilonewton, let us say. Let us say this is 5 kilonewton. And let us say the diameter of this is going to be some let us say the diameter is going to be 510 mm. Yeah, now you tell me. What will be the stress produced? Force is 5000 Newton divided by
5,000.
what is area?
5 by 4 into
5 by 4 into 10 square.
10
Right?
square.
Okay, now I'll do one thing. Wait. Now what is the stress produced? Since it is having some length of 100 mm, does it mean that it's going to be a rectangular cross section and 100 into thickness you can multiply?
No, sir. No.
No,
It's
no,
still
right?
the same.
Yes. So this is what I am trying to explain over here. Right?
Got it, sir.
Got it? Okay, I don't know how to delete this. Okay, cancel. Okay, let it be there. Okay, so in this case, this is what happened. Now this is nothing like the length. You cannot see the arrow mark. Wait. Yes. So this is the length you are telling, right? And the circle is like this 100 only. So you cannot take this as a 5 by 4 d square and calculate the stress. So we have to always calculate stress with respect to the cross section area which on which the load is acting. Got it? I move on to next.
Yes, sir.
Now your confusion only is stated in the problem. See. So, can you comment upon this problem? What is the given data?
Force is given.
Force is given, and what is the nature of the force?
Tensile.
Tensile. So, obviously, the stress produced will be
Tensile stress.
tensile stress. Bending stress, any scope?
Huh?
Is there any scope for bending stress?
No. No.
No, because the load is acting along the axis only, right? And the component is also symmetrical. So, there is no scope for bending stress, right? Now, at section 1.1, what is this cross section?
This is the length of
50 into 25.
Okay, now what will be the cross section along section 2.2?
in diameter.
No, again you are doing the same mistake. They are given the diameter of the circle, not the cross section. So what does it mean? It is same thing like previous problem. If you cut this along 2.2, no, you get one rectangle, right?
Sir, the 50 which they give, that signifies that it is rectangle, sir.
See, okay, wait. Section 1.1 is rectangular as you told. So 50 into 25 is 1250, right? So tensile stress at section 1.1 will be F by A1, 30,000 divided by 1050. I am getting 24. Any doubt till this?
No, sir.
No. Section 2.2 is a hollow section. If you cut along 2.2, it will appear like this only. Right? Now I will tell you one thing. According to you, I should do it is 5 by 4 into 40, right? according to you, you are telling the area, effective area will be pi by 4 into 80 square minus pi by 4 into 40 square, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What happened to the 25? That is the thickness, no?
We need to multiply with both, no, sir.
If you multiply both means, can you make it clear?
When we have a small thing.
Are you telling I have to
25.
multiply with the pi by 4 d square?
No, sir.
Then it becomes volume, sir.
Yes. So again, the cross-sectional view, if you see, it is going to be a rectangle, right? With thickness 25 and 40 here, in 40 here and 80 here. So the area, effective area will be 25. Thickness is common to both into 80 minus 40. Because this diameter is given for this view which is shown from the top. For this circle which is viewed from the top, it is given as diameter. It is not like the cross section of this link is going to be a circle. No, that does not mean convey here. Yes or no? Now, I'll make you more clear. If they give the shaded portion, no, as circle, they shade it and show it as circle. Then if they give this 25, then your concept is applicable. It should be pi by 4 into d square. But again, here what they have told, it is a rectangle only, cross section. The diameter which they specified here is 40 as inner diameter is nothing but the diameter of this concentric circle which is present in the link. So,
Sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, that thing is like circular thing, sir. What I want you to ask is like if you draw the rectangle of dimension 80 and the 40 thing is hollow, still if you cut the cross section, you'll get the same diagram, no, sir.
No, again, repeat again.
So in the cross section too, in place of that donut, you add a rectangular thing which is of dimension 80 and the hollow thing is like 40. Yeah. So if you cut that also, you'll get the same cross section. So in that case,
wait. Like this.
Yeah.
And
if you cut the cross section, you'll get the same diagram, so which is on the right side.
It will get same diagram only if the thickness is actually having square cross section. Or to be more clear, if I am cutting along this, right? If I am cutting along this, right? I'll be getting one cross section over here, no? This will be getting, no?
Yes, sir.
Here, if it is appearing it as a rectangle like this, then this is correct. But if it is appearing like this, it means that this block is made using wire of diameter something, right? Which is if you cut that, this is what we are getting the cross section. In this case, what you will do is, you will add this area plus this area. No, you will add only one area because both the cross section, circle diameter will be same for both.
Sir, if you cut that donut, will it not look like this, what you have drawn, sir, just now?
See,
ಸರ್ ಅದು ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಇದು ಈ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇವಾಗ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಬೇಕು.
okay, wait. Donut idalva. Donut or vada you take. If you cut it, the cross section is going to be circle only, not square, right?
Sir, will it not look like what you have drawn just now, sir, with the
No.
2 circles on head?
This is not before cutting. This is the donut is viewed from the top actually.
Yeah, sir, but after we cut it, it will look like what you have drawn, sir, next to the triangle cross section. What you have drawn, sir, it will look like that, no, sir.
Like this, sir.
No, sir, this left one.
This
Yeah,
one.
it will look like that, no, sir. Right, sir.
Okay, wait. I will come to your donut only. Correct, huh? If you cut like this, you cut the donut like this, and you see that cut sectional view from here. How it will look like?
Rectangular, sir.
Rectangle.
How, man?
Sir, if you're looking at from the side,
It depends upon the thickness which is used in this black area, right? If this black area is
Yes,
round
sir.
spherical, it will appear as sphere and sphere here, right? But if this black area is going to be a rectangular thing, in construction they will use some angle and all, right? For tying this column and all, they use some square angle, right?
Or else we can imagine
Okay.
this magnet,
This
sir,
will
magnet.
appear like a rectangle here, but at the edges shaded portion will be a circle if the cross section is going to be a circle. It is black area which is there. If the cross section is circle, it will be circle. The cross section is square, it will be like this.
So if it's circle, it will look like what you have drawn, no, sir, like last diagram.
Yes.
Yeah, sir, that's what I told.
So in
If
that
you cut
case,
vada.
it will be diameter. Your area will be pi by 4 into the diameter square cross section.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Diameter of the rod square, rod diameter, wire diameter square, black area diameter. Understood?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So shall we proceed?
Yes.
So first cross section 1 no issues. Section 2 we will get a hollow figure like this. Area is 25 into 80 minus 40. I calculated the area. Tensile stress is 30. Now what is the question they have asked? Determine the maximum stress. So out of these two, which is maximum? What, man?
30 Newton.
Per mm square, that's all. So always remember 1 Newton per mm square equal to 1 megapascal. So this is one code word. Whenever they specify stress, yield stress and all in megapascal, 30 megapascal andre, it is 30 Newton per mm square. So this thing you remember for lifetime, very easy for you to convert the units. Got this question? Shall we move on to next?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to follow?
don't need to copy this, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, one more I thought of covering today. If you start copying, this time will be over. No, that's fine. This is a question. They are given a link like this. They told the
ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ
material
ಸರ್.
in this or previous.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಯು 1 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್?
ಹೌದು.
ಅದು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೈಡ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಇಂದ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಕೊಡೋದು? ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು
ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೈಡ್.
ಇದು ಲೆಂತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಇದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ವ್ಯೂ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಆ ತರ ಸರ್. ಅದು 50 ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಅದು
No. See,
Side view ಇಂದ ನೋಡಿದೆ.
this is different. This section is different.
Yes. ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ 50 ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ ಲೆಂತ್ ಡಯಾ,
ಇದು 50 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಬೇರೆ, ಇದು ಬೇರೆ.
ಇದೆ ಸರ್, ಇದು 50 ಸರ್. ನಾನು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್.
50
50 ಇದು 25 ಬಿಡ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪೀಸಾ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿ.
ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ they specify like 5 here.
ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
If they specify 525 then it is a circular cross section.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಬಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಯಾಮೀಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಸರ್, ಡಯಾ 48 ಇದೆಯಲ್ವ, ಮೈನರ್ ಡಯಾ ಮೇಜರ್ ಡಯಾ. ಬಟ್ ವಿಡ್ತು ನಾವು ಸೈಡ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಒಂದಲ್ವ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವ ಸರ್, ಇದು
See, the width of the wire will not change. The same wire only are rolled like this, no?
ಯಾ ಸರ್.
So this 25 will not change.
ನಾವು ಡಯಾ ನೋಡಿ ಮೇಜರ್ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಲ್ವ, ವಿಡ್ತ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸೈಡ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಇಂದ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ವ ವಿಡ್ತು, ಅದು ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಸರ್ ನಾನು.
Whenever you have a rectangle like this, the bottom one will be the width, this will be the depth.
Okay.
Right? So like that you remember, don't like length into breadth and don't bring it here.
Okay.
ಇದು ಒಂದು width, ಇದು ಒಂದು height, depth.
ಸರ್ ಅದು ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಪೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್? ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ?
ರೈಟ್, ಇದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್. ಬಟ್ ಇದು 25 ಬಂತಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್? ಇದು ಬಂದಾಗ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಇದು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಸೈಡ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಇಂದ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್?
Side view only this actually. Here they get 25 here only, so you have no confusion.
ಓಕೆ. ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್? ಈ 25 ಬೇರೆ, ಇದು ಸೈಡ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಇಂದ 25 ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
No, same only, no?
ಸರ್ ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50 25 ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಪೀಸ್ 50.
Listen here. If you cut here, no, you will get the square, right?
ಯಾ ಸರ್.
50 25 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಓಕೆ, ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
If you cut here, no, you will get one square here, right?
ಯಾ ಸರ್.
That is what this.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ
so
ನಾನು
in this 50 will not come here, but 25 is going to be same.
ಓಕೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಡೌಟ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್, ಇವಾಗ ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟಾಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಾಟಮು ಸೇಮ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್? ನಾವು ಅದು ಕ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಇದು ಸರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಡ್ತು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೈಟ್ 50 ಮತ್ತೆ 25 ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದು ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ವಲ್ಲ? ಸಾರಿ,
What is the difference between square and rectangle?
ಸರ್ 4 sides are same sir, rectangle two sides are same sir.
Which two sides are same in rectangle?
Rectangle sir? Sir, bottom and top and
adjacent sides are different, right?
Yeah sir.
So here also the adjacent sides are different, so heng square ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದು.
ಸರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ
this 25
ನಾವು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಲೆಂತ್ 50 ಇದೆ, ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಇದೆ.
length width is rectangle, same cut here, same here it is coming.
Okay sir.
But
ನೀವು
okay, one minute, don't see this, we are actually taking the cut sectional view along the direction of force.
Okay sir.
So force illide.
Yes sir.
Alva, so if you cut here, along this only force is acting, so along the you should stand on F and see what is there.
Yes sir.
So stand on F and see, you will see only this 25 and diameter 40, 80, 40, but for you it will appear like a rectangle.
Listen, ನಾನೇನಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸೈಡ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಇದು ನಾವು ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ.
ಇದು ಸೈಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. Who told you?
ಇದು ಸೈಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಇದು ಸೈಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಇದು ಈ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಆಲೋ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಆಲೋ ಸಿಲಿಂಡರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ನಾವು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದು ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಇದೆ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದ್ರ ವಿಡ್ತು ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಎದರ್ ವಿಡ್ತು?
ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್.
This 25 ಇದು
ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 1 ಸರ್.
This is 25.
ಓಕೆ.
ಆ 25 ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಇದೆ, see here.
ಓಕೆ. ಸರಿ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ.
Today you buy one donut and cut and see, then finally you eat it, you will understand.
ಸರ್.
We'll pass on to next.
Okay, understand sir.
Okay, fine. For again, if you have doubt, you call me. Okay, fine. Now, do you remember what is factor of safety?
Yes sir.
What is it?
For ductile it's yield.
I don't want value. What is why we want factor of safety?
Factor of safety is like what is the maximum amount of
Allowance,
stress it
no?
can handle before it
Allowance.
undergoes failure?
This sigma y they are given, no? Is it maximum stress or allowable stress? Sorry, is
Yield
it
stress.
allowable stress or
Yield
design
stress.
stress?
Allowable stress, sir.
Right. So whenever we are designing any component, right, this is a maximum stress it can induce, right? Then that stress we call the design stress or allowable stress. But for the material ke ಒಂದು stress ಇದಲ್ವಾ property, that is actually the yield stress. So your design stress should be always greater than yield stress or lesser than yield stress?
Lesser than.
Lesser than yield stress, alva? How
Yes,
much
sir.
it should be lesser than?
1, 2, or 3.
What is that 1, 2, or 3?
No, no, 1, 2, 3.
That is what is that 1, 2, 3?
Factor of safety.
Now understood factor of safety. So here they are told the factor of safety is 3 andre. What does it mean?
Up to the 3 times the value it should undergo. It shouldn't undergo in
It
yielding
is
and all.
like your design stress should be 1/3 of this maximum stress. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Because for this steel link, this is a maximum stress which can withstand. So you should not design equal to this, right? Always you should design less than this, right? So how much it is less than is defined by factor of safety. So if you divide this maximum stress divided by 3, whatever stress value you are getting, that is called a design stress. Gotaita? So see here, they are given force is 45,000 Newton, sigma yield stress is 234 megapascal, factor of safety 3 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, right? Alva? The first step we have to find out what is the design stress, based on which you have to design the component. So design stress is equal to sigma y divided by factor of safety. So design stress is 78 megapascal. So what does this 78 megapascal indicate? Whenever you are designing anything in any dimension for this component, the stress induced should not be greater than 78 megapascal. That is what they mentioned.
Yes, sir.
If it exceeds 78 megapascal, your link is going to fail. Gotaita?
Yes, sir.
Now, coming to the problem. They are asking what is the thickness T, right? Now only this donut story again will come here. At section 1.1 and 2.2, you have they are asking what should be the thickness if you want the link like this, right? So let us see how to find out. And any scope of bending stress here?
No, sir.
No, because this 45 kilonewton is acting along the axis, no scope for bending stress. So section 1.1, again your story came here. It's a rectangle with the depth is 60, width is thickness T. Correct? At section 1.1.
Yes, sir.
Now tensile stress is equal to force by area. Tensile stress is nothing but the design stress 78. Force is 45,000. Area is 60 into T. Found out with thickness equal to 10 mm at section 1.1. Till this any doubt?
Sir, in that case, for sigma 222 is also 78. Sir.
Design stress is same throughout the component. Got it?
Okay, sir.
So at section 2.2
Yes,
also
sir.
design stress is same. Why? Because design stress is based on the material and factor of safety, not on the cross section. You should design the cross section in such a way that it should not exceed the 78 megapascal stress. Ashte. Now, wait, next section I will solve, then you will understand. And section 2.2. So again, cross section is going to be like this, as same, 40 at the mid, total is 60, thickness is not going to vary, so it is T. So area is equal to T into 60 minus 40. Sorry, I actually made a mistake over here. Here it is given as 100, no, the outside will be 100. This will be 100 actually, sorry for this. So 100 minus 40 into T.
Sir, 100 minus 60, no?
Yeah. 100 minus 60. Actually, while drawing, I made the mistake. What is this? Okay. Yeah. So 100 minus 60. This 100 outside diameter minus 60 inside diameter into thickness T, because T is unknown. So we will get 40 T, right, area. Now tensile stress is equal to, at section 22 is F by 812. So 45,000 by 40 T is equal to 78. T is equal to 15. Now we got two thickness. Right. At 1 we got 10 mm. 2 we got 15 mm. Now you should tell me which thickness to choose.
15 mm. Sir.
15 mm.
Why?
Because if we keep it less than 15, then this section 22 will have damage.
Yes, exactly. Put here 10 mm at this formula F by A2. 40 into here you put 10 mm, you will be getting a stress value which is greater than 78. So conclusion is recommended thickness is 15 mm. Greater of the two values you have to choose. Now this 15 mm, if you put in section 1.1, tell me what is the stress you are getting. Take out the calculator. Put 45,000 divided by 60 into 15. Who is operating?
$50, sir. 50.
50. So it is less than 78 alva.
Yes, sir.
Now do one thing. At section 2.2, put T is equal to 10. So put what is 45,000 divided by 400.
75.
Huh?
No. Wait, sir.
Tell me correct.
112.5.
How much?
112.5.
112.5.
So is it safe?
No, sir. No. It's exceeding beyond the limit.
Yes. So what is the recommended thickness for this?
15.
15 mm. Ashte. Any doubt?
No, sir. No.
So Tanush, you send me the screenshot of attendance. Today we'll wind up the class with this. So probably today or tomorrow, I will today yesterday's last class and today's class recordings I'll put in Google Classroom. You can review it. And
The PDF.
PDF I'll send after I finish off this class. Finish off this section, whatever we are teaching now. Then I'll give you the notes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so be in touch with the subject because it's a very critical subject. Okay?
Okay.
Fine. So send me the screenshot of attendance.